Oh, look who it is. From Naughty Dog.
There it is.
Co-president of Naughty Dog.
There it is.
Great to have you with us, Neil. It's been an eventful day on the internet for Naughty Dog fans.
There it is.
I think we jinxed ourselves. We were joking about last night, like, watch the assets will leak, and lo and behold.
Yep.
Well, the good
it
news
leaked.
Is there's some stuff that hasn't leaked that we have lots to share with
Wait,
people
what?
Naughty Dog. But first of all, it is it's a big month actually for Last of Us.
Some stuff has not leaked.
Last of Us 1 and 2 both launched in June, and it's nearing its 2-year anniversary for Last of Us Part 2, which is.
What are you gonna announce? You gonna announce Part 3?
Yeah, it's crazy. 9 years for Last of Us 1, 2 years for Last of Us Part 2, and we still hear from fans. They're still sending us letters and art.
Yep.
And
Here we go.
This journey and this world means so much to them.
Here it is.
And it's just been kind of amazing. Like Last of Us Part 2 early this year passed a pretty big milestone. It sold over 10 million units. And that kind of support, that kind of success, we're so grateful to our fans. It has allowed us to grow as a studio, and now we can take on multiple projects, more than we've ever had at the same time.
Yeah. Okay.
Projects. Okay,
multiple.
Very interesting. So,
multiple.
What can Last of Us fans expect in the future from you?
Thank you for asking, Jeff.
Yes.
So one of the things we've mentioned a while back is what started out as a multiplayer mode.
Yeah.
It's evolved due to the team's ambition. They really wanted to do something beyond what we've ever done before at Naughty Dog.
Okay.
And we felt the way to do it justice is to make it a standalone title. And they've been working on it for the past 2 years. Ambition has grown, and we're not quite ready to fully unveil it, but we're ready to lift the curtain a little bit and just give you like an update of where we're at.
Oh, man.
Well, what can you tell us about this new standalone multiplayer game?
Yeah, so we have a concept art that we want to show. But what I can tell you is that this game is big.
Okay.
What is it, like Battle Royale?
Player games that we've done, and in some ways
bigger. Like, what is this?
It's got a story. The way we're telling
it's got a story.
Is very unique to this game. It's got a brand new cast of characters. It takes place at another place, another part of the United States.
It's like a city might be somewhat familiar, some people.
I'm sure our fans have already figured it out. And it's really cool. And it's being headed by Vinith Agarwal, Anthony Newman, and Joe Padnatti, all veterans of Uncharted and Last of Us.
Okay.
We're going to see a lot more of this game come next year.
Interesting.
Next year. So wait till next year to hear more about that one. Okay. Well, very exciting.
We're still waiting for the multiplayer.
I mean, that concept art looks incredible. I can't wait to see Naughty Dog's storytelling.
But I'm intrigued.
Multiplayer live game.
Very intrigued.
It's something special. We can't wait to show it either.
Okay, well, that's not all. We also have something that I've been reading about on the internet every day, it feels like. Up in Calgary, they're filming the Last of Us show for HBO, right?
Yeah, so for the past year, we've teamed up with Craig.
A lot of
fame and HBO.
A lot of Last of Us news.
Last of Us into a TV show. They've been filming, and it's pretty incredible. The stuff I'm getting back, when we're looking at back at Naughty Dog, we can't help but feel emotional, because not only is it so good and the quality is so high, it's so authentic to what we've made in the game.
I'm intrigued about the show.
I couldn't be proud of, like, again, Craig and that whole crew and everybody that's up there. And their last day of filming is tomorrow. So
the entire series, last day of filming is tomorrow.
Last day of filming is tomorrow. Craig is up there right now, kind of wrapping it all up.
Okay.
So it's pretty close. It's closer than you might think.
And you actually
it's gonna launch in September.
Direct one of the episodes?
Yes, I think that really speaks to the kind of collaboration and trust that exists between Naughty Dog and HBO. They invited me to direct one of the episodes. I think we have an image from the episode I actually directed.
Ooh, okay. So we could first look. Let's take.
So you could see this is a certain museum that players might know from the game. And I really have to talk about Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey, and not only directing them, but seeing them do all the other episodes. They've thrown themselves at these roles for a whole year.
Interesting.
Watching the nuance that they bring to these characters, their relationship on and off camera, I couldn't help but think about Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. It felt so similar to the chemistry those two actors had when we made the game. And it really feels like this is going to be something special. And I will say this will be the most authentic video game adaptation yet.
Well, I mean, that first image that they put out, it feels like
it's a big statement, man.
Public and other stuff makes it feel
that's a big statement.
Sort of super legitimate, as you said, and that's awesome to see.
Yeah, we had a little hiccup here for a second.
Front side now for the first time. So we'll see more of that next year. That's coming as well, right? Serious?
You'll hear about it very soon. That's
okay.
We'll hear about it very soon.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Last of Us HBO, very, very exciting.
Okay.
I hear you actually have a couple actors from the show who are going to join us here.
We happen to have a couple actors here that are part of the show. We should bring them up.
Okay.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Oh, hello.
Surprise.
Troy's back again. Hello,
I know.
Ashley. Good
Oh,
to see
hi.
you.
Good to see you.
I'm a little confused, though. I thought maybe Pedro Bella, but Troy Ashley out here from the game, right?
So when Craig and I started working on the show, almost one of our very first meetings.
They got cameos, right?
Troy and Ashley have to be a part of it, and we're such fans of like the talent and the helping us create Joel and Ellie. We felt like it was so important that they become part of the show, and it has to be more than just like kind of like a wink to the camera and like a cameo.
Okay.
These are real roles.
Oh,
that we're
actual.
keeping on the wraps for now.
Okay.
But man, I'm bummed that I couldn't be there with you guys when you filmed your stuff.
There's been so much
It's
stuff I feel like.
so
Wow, eh?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
so much like talk about what's being filmed, and I think that's you guys have kept a complete secret that you were up there and you filmed your roles by now, obviously.
Well, keeping secrets with this franchise is kind of old hat. Like we've had
Except for
to keep-
today.
Except for today.
Yeah.
except for the date. It was one of the hardest things for us
Huh.
to do is to not let people know that, because we're so proud of it and the work that we did. We worked hard. The crew, I have to say,
That's
when I
actually
walked out on
crazy.
Set, to be met with literally every person that I met on that crew is such a fan of this game, and they all knew what it was that they were working on and committed to working on this project because of their fan and their love for the game was one of the greatest. It was like I was coming home to friends.
Yeah, the attention to detail, the crew was amazing. Bella and Pedro are,
Man,
they're so perfect, and we've been trying to sort of describe that feeling of sort of seeing them in person. It's like the characters coming to life, but it's so much more than that. I feel like I can't fully explain it, but I am so excited to be a part of it, and just I can't wait to see it. I think it is going to be so good. I love the story.
I want to see a trailer for it, man.
I'm so excited about the series and the fact that you guys are going to be in it and undisclosed roles. I'm so fascinated how it's going to sort of bob and weave and you know, are these characters we know from the game that they're playing new characters? Can you tell us anything?
Yes.
Yes.
I can tell you.
So sneaky. All right. Well, we're so excited.
Maybe it's already on Twitter by now.
Hey. All right. Well, let's talk about what was on Twitter earlier.
Yeah,
today.
there we
Lots
go.
to talk about the idea. Or
There we
what's
go.
Happening is it looks like you guys are remaking the original game, and this is like a ground-up remake. Is that right?
That's right. We wanted to give people the definitive
official.
version of the first game that wasn't encumbered by any technology. Wanted to find a way to get even closer to our original vision, and we're able to do it on the PS5 and PC. And instead of talking about it, let's look at it.
All right.
Take a look at The Last of Us Part 1.
Here we go. I've already seen it, but let's react to it. Let's react to it. The visuals are nuts, guys. The visuals are nuts.
I've been on quite the adventure, little brother.
It's seriously bonkers.
I reckon it's got something to do with that girl.
Seriously
It's got
bonkers.
everything to do with that little girl.
Oh man, I don't care what anyone says. I'm excited. I'm straight up excited. September 2nd.
I've never been this close. It's the outside.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Can't be any worse up there.
Bro.
Can it?
The first game's just untouchable. I said it in my reaction, which is up on the channel right
I
now.
had somebody that I cared about. And in this world, that's good for one thing. Getting you killed.
But this first game, like, it just had such a great story through and through.
Close calls have we had?
The second game, like,
Trouble down there.
whether you love it or hate it,
Every shot counts.
doesn't come close, man.
This.
Doesn't come close.
Hope you know how to use that thing.
I've had some practice.
Yep. There it is.
Truly one of my favorite games of the past decade. Guys, what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we
So
haven't seen that
crazy.
yet.
Yeah, you're watching it in real time.
Yeah.
It's because you did these. These performances you did a decade ago.
Yeah.
You didn't go back in. I mean, you used the original performances.
Yeah,
right?
actually, we came up with a process where we could take the original animation that we did for the faces and kind of like retargeted on these new rigs that have a lot more fidelity. And then the animators went back and
We're
studied.
seeing side by sides here, just how much it has changed.
That's
you went and
nuts.
you redid the models and rebuilt everything.
See, I didn't see the side by side. Wow.
Same art director, re-art directed the whole thing from the ground up. But
That's
the great thing about
nuts.
these faces is that they're closer to the original performance. All the animators went and studied those videos
Bro.
and got it closer to what you did on set than we could have achieved before. And that's just like one of the things we could talk about, like this brand new AI. Like
Don't tell me
combat
it's not
that
worth
was
it.
redone. Just the fidelity of everything, 60 frames per second, all the stuff you're getting on the
No.
PS5. Again, we wanted to give, knowing because of the show, because they're all new players for PS5 and PC, we wanted them to have the definitive version of The Last of Us.
Amazing. Well, now you
Bro.
get to replay. I mean, when was the last time you guys played the game?
I actually played it again just to refresh my memory
Unreal.
before working on the show.
I was just a glutton for punishment, and I went straight from playing
never
part
played it.
1 straight into part 2. And so the last time that I played literally would have been 2 years ago, since we're celebrating the
Man.
anniversary of part 2 coming out. So I mean, it looks like I'm definitely going to be up for another
Yeah,
playthrough.
I can't. I
with
mean,
this.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go back because it was.
Oh, I
such
can't
a,
wait.
you guys did such an amazing job on that original game, and
They
It's
really
really when you
did
play it,
an
when you see the
insane
emotion,
job
it's really night and
remaking
day
this
from what it
game.
used to be.
I imagine
Just
they give
seeing
the-
those side
maybe
by
the Last of
sides
Us
blows
2
my mind.
combat, but kind of that
Just
back in
blows
The
my
Last of Us
mind.
1.
Well, it's the whole, like, all the
Yeah.
new animation system, the new AI system, everything we've learned on, like, Uncharted 4, Last of Us
Yeah.
2, we apply to this, again, to give that definitive version. Just to give a quick shout out, this project is headed up by Matthew Gallant and Shauna Skye.
Okay.
And you'll hear a lot more about it and see a lot more about it over the coming weeks leading up to the
Sorry.
release September 2nd on PS5.
Yeah, that's
All right.
exciting.
And shortly thereafter on PC.
We will look forward to that.
I'm
Neil, you talked
hyped,
a lot
man.
about games directed by other people. What are you directing? You still making games?
Still making games.
Okay.
I haven't given up my day
What is he
job.
making?
It's a little early to talk about it. Maybe if someone in PlayStation wants to leak it, then we can talk about it now. Otherwise, we'll save
But
it.
you do have a new project.
Do have a new project, but we'll save it for another Summer Game Fest.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll
Uncharted
try and
5, Last of Us
Right.
Part 3.
Troy, Ashley, Neil, thank you so much for dropping by Summer Game Fest, and I am so excited
Dude.
that The Last of Us is returning, as you said, in September.
Yeah, I'm super
Thanks,
pumped
guys.
about it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Awesome. All right, well,
I'm
that is going
super
to do
pumped.
it. Thanks to Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
and
see, that's how
PlayStation
they
for that
ended
very
it.
Special,
Yeah, I'm
look
pumped.
at The
That
Last of Us
side by
and the
side
entire
looks insane.
franchise and where things are going.
Multiplayer coming next year.
Very excited about
Lots of
that.
stuff for The
All right,
Last
Summer
of
Game
Us.
Fest continues over the
Woo!
next few days. Coming up
Exciting
right now
stuff.
on this very